Hi everyone, welcome back to another live and rugby episode of The Breakdown, the segment where we break down anything and everything. And today, we are putting our focus on FNB Kudu Rugby Club, straight out of Walvis Bay. Now before we dive right in, do us a solid favor, like, share, subscribe if you love Namibian rugby stories. Founded in 1961, FNB Kudu Rugby Club stands as one of Namibia's few truly community-rooted clubs competing at the Premier League level. And this season, they've done something remarkable. They've reached the Premier League finals, a stage usually reserved for giants like FNB Unam, Trustco United, and FNB Wanderers. The thought of a team outside of the usual top-tier trio lifting the title, it's not just refreshing, it's historical. Traditionally, FNB Kudus has been known for their flair. A bit like a Namibian version of the All Blacks in their prime. Fast-paced, minimal contact, let the ball do the work. They've matured, they've grown teeth, still sleek but now with structure, still dangerous but a bit more discipline. On the 29th of October 2024, Roger Thompson was appointed Director of Rugby. And as he put it, it's always been a prospect of mine to coach a team that is growing season after season. A man with deep rugby IQ and a no-nonsense edge. Thompson brought exactly what this young squad needed. Clarity, consistency, and confidence. A blueprint, a belief system, and a team ready to make their community proud. Off the field, Kudus fan base. Very loyal, vocal, sometimes controversial, but always very invested. I think in general, the rugby culture in Namibia is peaky. We are like that one brewer who finds one good shirt and just refuses to try anything else apart from that. And I'm talking about the songs and, when we're backing the boy keys. Very cliche, I guess predictable as well. I'll put a few here. But Kudus fans, different. They've got the energy, they've got the chants, they've got songs, they've got rhythm, and they've got that pride in their team. And of course, their online presence. These Owens are in their digital bag. Thanks for a revitalized media team. FNB Kudu Rugby Club via Kudu TV, if I'm not mistaken, has stepped into the digital space with purpose. When I'm saying purpose, I mean purpose. They stream their matches. They update fans constantly. They engage directly. I actually think they've set the standard for what Namibian rugby clubs can and should be doing in the modern day era. Back to Walvis Bay. Ask any player across Namibia and they'll tell you about the House of Pain. Kudu's home ground isn't just a venue. It's a test of willpower. Coastal air, tough pitch, fans breathing down your neck. You just don't win there unless you earn it. Het jy al 'n Kudus of Kudus speel as hard. Now to the rugby side of things. Kudus is led by Cameron Langenhoven, currently injured and confirmed to miss the final. Still, the side is stacked. They've got PJ Walters, Justin Newman, an experienced centre pairing bringing balance and structure. They've got players like Kenneth Sabib, who's bought fully into the demands of the blue jersey. Wingster, speedster, whatever you want to call him. Ashton Mukuilongo, he's going to have even the Unam fans on their feet. Temsen van der Berg out here moving like prime Max Kashieko. But make no mistakes though, FNB Wanderers are the favorites. They've got tons of individual brilliance and they stick to their system like clockwork. And right now, we are just here to highlight how enormous this moment is for Namibian rugby. Even if you are not a fan of FNB Kudus, you cannot ignore what this club, this management and this group of players have done. They've brought energy, innovation and relevance back into the Namibian Premier League. And they deserve their flowers. Rugby doesn't like villains, but let's be honest. This Kudus run is one of those stories where even the hate watchers are going to have to clap. Because if what we saw when their reserve side won last year, if anything to go by, the Poppers are dance. This is a club that took the long road, built piece by piece, silenced the critics and earned their right to play for everything. Kudus Rugby Club, 62 years in the making, 80 minutes from history.